Assalamualaikum. As you can see on the screen, our group chose unit trust Sukuk for our topic for this assignment. Before I tell you more about this topic, I will introduce the presenter first. Our first presenter is Siti Nur Husnina binti Zainul Ammar, Nur Fezra Ilana binti Muhammad Yazid, Nur Ilana Ashikin binti Ahmad Kamal, Ismi Ardina Mirza binti Amran, and the last one is Nurin Sabrina binti Muhammad Faizal. They will tell you more about unit trust and Sukuk. Unit trust Syariah is a type of collective investment established via the use of a trust deed. A unit trust is a type of mutual fund that pools the money of investor into a single fund that is managed by a fund manager. Unit trusts provide access to a diverse range of investments, including stocks, bonds, and gifts, as well as real estate, mortgage, and cash equivalents, depending on the trust. Those who invest in the trust possess units, the price of which is known as the net asset value. The number of this unit is not set, and new units are formed as more money is invested in a unit trust by investors creating account or adding to their existing account. The two similar accounts that we choose is Maybank and Mutual Public Bank. For Maybank, the fund is Maybank Asset Management Sdn Bhd's first local Sukuk fund. The fund aims to provide annual income to investors who seek annual income through investing in a portfolio of Sukuk. Launch date at 8 January 2014. For the benefits, diversify your investment portfolio since bonds can help equities investors reduce volatility and protect wealth and the stock market is declining. First, bonds pay a fixed coupon payment at regular intervals on predetermined dates, provided there are no defaults. Second, hedge against economic slowdown by making bond income a source of return. Characteristic for par value is also core principal amount, the amount to be paid back to bank holder at maturity. Coupon, the predict payment made by the issue to bondholders. Maturity date, the data of which a bond matures expires. Call date, the data of which the sue has the right to redeem the bond prior to maturity.
Public Mutual Berhad operates as a private unit trust company in Malaysia. The company is also an operate private retirement scheme provider, we call as PRS. Public Mutual was founded in 1975 and is based in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Public Mutual operates as a wholly owned subsidiary of Public Bank. Public Mutual, the number one private unit trust company and private retirement scheme provided in Malaysia, commands a market share of 35.5% for the retail fund sector and 44.4% for the PRS sector. Public Mutual has a strong distribution network through a group of dedicated and dynamic unit trust consultants, who are the largest and collectively most productive in the entire private unit trust industry. Public Mutual remains the top of mind unit trust brand in Malaysia. Public Mutual win in the Reader's Digest Trusted Brand Platinum Award for 13 consecutive years, after winning the Gold Award from 2006 to 2009, as well as the Brand Laureate Award for 13 consecutive years in confirmation of. Public Mutual's strong brand presence. Public Mutual managed 164 unit trust funds, 4 wholesale funds, and 9 PRS funds with a total net asset value of 98 billion ringgit. Public Mutual has a mission and vision to lead them to be more successful.
Next, I will explain about public Sukuk funds investment. Investment in public Sukuk funds has grown since 2012, as seen in the graph, and it is likely to continue through 2015. However, there are swings in investment over that time frame. Investment operations have been growing since 2016. By 2020, company will have grown and become more active, reaching a higher level following that year because of the epidemic. The graph shows a little dip, showing the investment is not increasingly performing at the prior period. Next, I will explain about public sukuk funds investment. Investment in public sukuk funds has grown since 2012, as seen in the graph, and it is likely to continue through 2015. However, there are swings in investment over that time frame. Investment operations have been growing since 2016. By 2020, the company will have grown and become more active, reaching a higher level following that year because of the epidemic. The graph shows a little dip, showing the investment is not increasingly performing at the prior period.
Hi, my name is Noeliana Ashkebita Makamal. My ID number is PMF 20111023. I will explain about the features or characteristics of the products. So, first of all, Maybank Malaysia has launched its public sukuk fund where the fund will invest between 70% to 98% of the fund and NAV in a portfolio of Ringgit Malaysia. Denominated sukuk issued and or offered in Malaysia with a minimum sukuk rating of AA by RAM Holding Berhad or equivalent rating by Malaysian Rating Corporation Berhad MRSC. The fund will invest between 2% to 13% of the fund's NAV in Sharia compliant liquid assets, including Sharia compliant money market instrument and placement in Sharia compliant deposit as well. Then, the fund is Maybank Asset Management Sdn Berhad First Local Sukuk Fund. Thus, this category of fund is sukuk and the fund type is income, while TMF Trustee Malaysia Berhad is the fund trustee and also the duration of the fund is an open-ended fund. The Maybank Malaysia Sukuk Fund or the fund is a sukuk fund aims to provide investors with annual income who seek annual income through investing in a portfolio of sukuk. The fund is suitable for investors which is a conservative risk appetite with a medium to long-term investment horizon who see annual income through investing in sukuk. Next, there are three specific risks in this Maybank sukuk as well, which is company specific risk, profit rate risk, and default risk. Meanwhile, valuation of the investment is the fund will be valued at least once every business day. What is more is the medium to long term means a period of 3 years and above. Okay, next is public sukuk, which is Public Mutual has announced the opening of its public sukuk fund, which is will invest 75% to 98% in sukuk and up to 25% in Sharia compliant foreign asset. This fund is for investors who want to make a long-term investment in Sharia compliant fund with a consistent and predictable income stream. Then there's no capital insurance or protection, and Public Mutual is the fund manager Berhad. The fund trustee is Amanah Rakyat Trustee Berhad. The Sharia Advisory Council of the United States, SICO Sharia Advisory Service Berhad, is the name of the fund. Sukuk is the name for this type of money. The primary goal of a public sukuk is to generate annual income by investing largely in government bond sukuk. The fund is appropriate for medium-term investors seeking annual income. What is more, the balance of the fund's NAV will be invested in Islamic liquid assets, which include Islamic money market instrument, Islamic investment accounts, and Islamic deposit. The investor not only can invest in Malaysia, but they also can invest in foreign markets, which is United States of America, Hong Kong, Indonesia, Australia, and Singapore. Okay, now I would like to highlight 4 differences between the Maybank sukuk and public sukuk, which the first aspect between them is management fee. For the Maybank sukuk is up to 1% per annum of the net asset value in bracket NAV of the fund, accrued daily and paid monthly to the manager, while public sukuk only 0.85% per annum of the NAV. Then, the minimum investment for Maybank sukuk is RM1,000, meanwhile in public sukuk is only RM100 ringgit. Next, the sale charge of Maybank sukuk up to 2% of the NAV per unit of the fund will be imposed by the manager, but 10% for the public sukuk is up to 0.65% of the NAV per unit. Lastly, in terms of expect trustee fee, in the Maybank sukuk is they have 0.05% per annum of the NAV of the fund, accrued daily and paid monthly to the trustee. Meanwhile, in public sukuk, they have 0.035% per annum of the NAV, subject to a minimum fee or RM 18,000 and maximum fee of 300,000 per annum. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Siti Nur Husnina binti Zainal Aksmar from DBF 5A. Today I will present about amount of initial investment Maybank Unit Trust. To invest in Maybank Unit Trust, we need a Unit Trust investment account. Typically, we will need to make an initial investment of 1,000 for each unit trust fund. But after that, we can set recurring transaction of as low as 100 ringgit per month with Maybank's regular saving plan. We can decide how much want to invest each month, and the monthly investment sum will be deducted automatically. But if we want to stop the plan, we should choose stop an investment plan without penalty charges. Unit trust fees can vary depending on the type of unit trust, for example, equity versus fixed income fund, and the sales agent.
Assalamualaikum, it's me Nafisa Ilana. Today I will present about public sukuk fund. The public sukuk or sukuk fund was established by public mutual to invest 75 to 98% of its asset in sukuk and up to 25% in Sharia compliant international asset. This fund is for Sharia compliant investors who want a regular and predictable return according to the prospectus presented on Wednesday. There will be a steady source of income. Online public mutual is only require RM100 minimum investor from December 9 to December 29. The promotion is valid. The initial issue price per RM1 unit is possible that the select tax will be as high 0.69%. The investment profile of the fund, and according to public mutual, the purpose is to proceed annual income by investing and mostly in sukuk.
Do you like to invest in Maybank? But how to invest in Maybank? I will show you step by step how to invest in Maybank. First of all, we need to go to the Maybank to your website and then log in the username and the password to access into the online banking. Once we access into Maybank to your online banking website, we need to go to the My Accounts, and the next step, we need to select for the wealth. Click on the drop-down menu. Look for the unit trust and choose unit trust accounts and click for the subscribe fund. Scroll to the downwards and select the fund that you like to invest. Fill in subscription details. Select investment type. There are two types of investment type, which are one-time subscription and regular saving plan. One-time subscription means investing one lump sum, and regular saving plan means allocating to deduct the fund on a monthly basis from your savings accounts. Next, select from account that you want to deduct and the amount you want to invest. Click check and view all the details that you have filled. Click to view terms and condition. Select yes on the accepting terms and condition and click subscribe. You will see the fund details and click request from the SMS TAC. Enter the TAC that's sent at your mobile phone to complete the transactions.
Next, I will present the step in public mutual. First is click public mutual website and click enter online. Then put full name and enter RIC, phone number and random security code. Next,
Keep your personal detail, including personal bank account input the our CRP code, and they will get the code, and you have to put your personal detail, for example picture. Then you will receive the email 1 to 2 hours to confirm the approve, and lastly you can log in using the unique ID, password, and click the suitable assessment to approve your unique risk profile assessment and generated by us. That's all.
So the conclusion is, we recommend the Maybank Sukuk Fund to our customers above the public Sukuk Fund based on the two products. This is due to the fact that the Maybank Sukuk Fund is a low-risk investment in this category, because every investment has some level of risk. We must recognize and be prepared for it. Before willingly making an investment, gain knowledge. People make investments in the hopes of making a profit, expecting to get more in the future. Despite the fact that these two goods are Sharia compliant, we must choose the finest of them or the best of them. The basic structure of all Islamic unit trusts is the same, with a manager in control of the funds, investments, and operations. Second, there is a trustee who protects the rights and interests of the unit holders. Unit holders, on the other hand, are investors who are entitled to a portion of the fund's assets. The trust deed, on the other hand, is a legally binding agreement between the manager, trustee, and unit holder.